Oh no. I've got no opponents, is that right? Have I got no opponents? Oh, what was the point in that then? This is the look to Apex. I think we'll quit out because we don't have any opponents. There you go. Well, it's quite a fun car. It's quite low revving. Interesting. Don't know what device disconnected is on about. Okay. So that's the GT1. I know I've done Lausitz's Ring before. Dubai is going to be an interesting one. So you can have 73 garages. It's kind of bizarre. Okay. Okay. So number of opponents just went to 0. What? I put that at like 28 last time. Right. Let's drive this at Dubai with some opponents this time. 28. Okay. Or do we want to try a different car? I think we'll maybe try a different car. GT1, GT3. I mean, GT3s are everywhere and everything. But in terms of what I've got at the moment, the M4 and the Mercedes. I think I just got the M4 actually, quite new, and then a GT4. I only have the McLaren icons, the Judd V8. Interesting. Okay. It's all these BMWs as well and Audis. I don't think I've tried the 2020 AMG or the 2021, but I can't imagine they're that different. Anyway, let's give it a go. It's still a GT3 car, really. See how much of Dubai Autodrome I can actually remember. It's been a long time. Turn up the steering lock. There was something very wrong with that last car. It's a turning degree. No helpful man to show me which way to go. And the game I used to play this in didn't have pitting, didn't have a pit lane. Oh, there's a bit of brake whine. That's going to get annoying. It goes uphill on that turn. car, engine braking on a car just makes it stop on a dime. Bit of a hit from behind that. It's given me 10 kilos of ballast again. That's quite a sweeper. Well, that's qualifying done. Must be a Herman Tilke track, this one. well, not the best. No, I think I needed first. Hi, if you've just joined, welcome. Just continuing our trial of whatever new content we've picked up. Not doing very well. Can you really believe in 100-meter boards here? 150s. This is Dubai Aerodrome. It's called. Car feels very, very heavy. On the front end, especially. There we go. Not good. Not good. Felt a little bit ponderous, a little bit tricky to get the performance out of it, that one. But yeah, I mean, it's a GT3 car. Nothing hugely unusual about that. I don't believe I've tried the P1 or the P2. Do believe this will be the last one I choose to trial. Definitely done the MX-5. I do fancy driving a Porsche. We've not done any Porsches yet. There's the 992 GT3 and the 992 GT3. What's the difference? Carrera Cup Deutschland and regular. Why these aren't in the GT3 selection, I'm not quite sure. I am planning to do a bit of running in GT3 and 4 this evening at Too Fast Tuesdays. So I don't know how much we want to do for this. How cool is that? Kelly Moss. Yeah. Panda, I mean, it knocks ACC into a cocked hat, I have to say. It is pretty good visually. I'm quite impressed. I've got all the settings. I think are on ultra. This one, which handles just fine with my low to mid PC. I haven't done Estoril. So Estoril used to be in the old, like Jeff Crammond GP Grand Prix. Am I talking rubbish? No, that's right. Estoril. Okay. Grand Prix and Tonk. So yeah, this used to be in the Jeff Crammond's series that I first cut my teeth. My very first sim racing. You're getting PC this weekend, dude. Awesome. Well, I'm trying to make. I'm making at the moment a video uh, about my trials of the five kind of main sims. So yeah, I imagine though you'll be buying something absolutely incredible, not a low end one like me. So what are you planning on getting at the moment? Because I don't see a lot of videos about people on budget PC racing. So I thought there might be an interesting point there. I've just broken the main rule of not telling people what you're what you're doing instead of just what you've done. But there you go. Should be interesting. I have a lowly 3050 graphics card. So the likes of AC Evo have been tricky, difficult to make happen. But yeah, if you're comparing the graphics on this to ACC on console, as I know you've been playing a lot, I'd say it's quite a lot better. But if you're comparing it to and maybe even iRacing, if you're comparing it to GT7, it's probably slightly worse. Nice. Yes, you do need friends to help you out, especially with Assetto Corsa, but that's great because you've got Badrock in there, who I'm sure is going to help you out with AC. But yeah, what spec are you getting, do you think? At this point, how similar does Estoril and its layout look to Portimao? It's like a child drew the circuit of Portimao, I reckon. Okay, this is a Porsche. So we know how good the Porsche sounds in ACC. This isn't too different. Some great old Porsches in here as well. I did a time trial, so to speak, of Porsche from the early 80s, I think it was. A lot of fun. I think they've got the Widowmaker in here as well. Ooh, steering. Very light. All of a sudden with the gradient change. Maybe use this guy to follow. Get a bit of an idea. But car feels a lot more alive than the Merc. Oof, I was quite heavily on the brake pedal there. But I'm really interested in building like custom championships out of this. I reckon that'll be a lot of fun. Oops. At least I'm getting this stuff out of my system before going on to multiplayer lobbies. Again, you can see an early video of mine to see how that went when I went into multiplayer lobbies. It's really interesting, the difference in handling. A lot lighter. You can feel the lack of weight on the front. The steering wheel has a lot more play in it to the Merc. Haven't changed the force feedback level, obviously, in between settings, just the angle. Sounds pretty good. It's not quite up there with ACC and the Porsche, but no complaints. I think it sounds pretty good. I hope it sounds coming through okay. I don't want to blast everybody's ears off and have everyone moaning that I'm mumbling in comparison. No power in second gear, low end. Can't actually get the back to step out much. TC's on default. It's not changeable. Do like a good racetrack sunset. And in multiplayer lobbies, you get like an allowance of incident points, which is interesting, especially if you had to have a lot of trouble first lap. Yeah, the steering wheel's weird. So I've matched the angle and I'm getting really weird amounts of turn going on. If that's a sensitivity setting I've got going on, I need to change. Stops nicely. Much better than the the vintage one. I don't think I streamed that, thinking about it now. I didn't want to stream time trialing. I thought that was probably the height of boring. Give an extra lap, wow. Maybe not. I thought I braked too early the previous lap, so look at the setup. Have I got anything, the regular options here? Looking at steering. To do with sensitivity. That's about speed sensitivity. Speed sensitive steering. Oh, don't know. Steering sensitivity, okay. Try just turning that down a little bit. Don't know about steering curve exponent either. Okay. Got. Are they saying I haven't got a time in? Okay, now they're saying it's end of session, but I thought I'd done a time. Oh! Again, we're going to start at the back. Why is it letting me out if it's end of session? Let go of the wheel there for a second. Let's go return to garage, skip. Okay. Yep, right at the back again. See if I turn this down enough. Looking at PCs, getting anxiety. Yeah, the prices are horrid. Get a 60 or a 70 graphics card if you can. That's my advice anyway. Don't settle for a 50. Didn't think I had room there to go for that. Whoa, okay. Sounds like your budget is going to be very similar to mine. I did get mine second hand, actually. So if you're buying new, I'm guessing you're going to get something relatively similar in spec to mine. But yeah, I'd sacrifice your processor for GPU if you had to make a compromise. But don't take advice from me. All I know is I'm trying to run things on my 50 GPU that it can't do. Porsche's quite fun to drive. You'd have to expect that from a German game. I reckon I can do that one in third, actually, looking at it. Are you getting the PC specifically for iRacing, Panda, or are you open to other sims like this one? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, I have tried AC Evo, LMU, Assetto Corsa, all modded up, thanks to Badcock, and to this one, Raceroom. I've also tried R Factor 2, which is somewhat outdated, to say the least. But I'm not looking to spend the kind of money you need to in iRacing at this point anyway. Especially if I've got to buy £300–400 graphics card. Try and upgrade this. I'm much happier buying one-off cost and small DLC sims than I am trying to get into a subscription model. I can see me possibly going to a subscription model with LMU. I am really enjoying that. I was on that on Sunday morning. So you can see doing some of the hypercar trials on that stream. Might be on again this Sunday, thinking about it. So I don't have any commentary to do. Which would be an odd one. What's going on with the difference in braking performance? I'm guessing it's tyre temperatures, but you can't actually see the tyre temperatures anywhere. At least on this view. Maybe I need to change the view. This sim is fascinating, I've got to say, in the way that it does rev matching, and you can't turn it off. So these race cars are fine, but the classics and the older cars and certain niches, they have this rev matching thing which takes so much getting used to. And every single car, you know, is different, which I think is cool. Content-wise, I would say this is similar to something like Gran Turismo. It's got more tracks than GT, I would say, and it's bags cheaper than iRacing. Such a tough corner to get right, and I still haven't got it right. It just goes on forever. I thought for a minute we were going for another lap. I wasn't ready to brake. No, that was quite a good one. Just have a quick look at the replay. I think we can delete these others. Got a few replays now. And it's a good way of tracking what I've tried to drive as well, I guess. So that's the one I've just done the race. We can get rid of that. Hey, Bad Rock. This is me just trying things on Raceroom. That's what that means. Yes, testing cars and tracks. So many tracks. Just at Estoril in the Porsche GT3. One of the many GT3 cars, which I didn't need a new sim to be able to test and have fun with, but I'm trying all of them. This sucks. I can't turn these ads off. Yeah. What I like is that it is free to play, and they give you 3 or 4 tracks, 3 or 4 cars for free, and you can then go to any of the leaderboard challenges that are live and try any of the cars and tracks that are on that. So you can get a really good idea with how it's going to run. If I just this is so cool. I mean, I love the broadcast state of this. How do the Porsche sound, I wonder? Very nice. Is what I'm going for. Wow, amazing resonance there. You'll definitely get a bunch of European tracks in Raceroom that you won't get anywhere else in any other game, I think. There's some really cool cameras as well. Might be struggling a little bit with this many cars on the screen. Oh, I don't. Yeah, fair enough. Any other game than modded AC. I had a look at the. Wow, I didn't realise we had a roll going on. That's mad. So, which car do I want? Just the one in front of me, right? Okay. Let's check this out. We actually had a roll going on in the AI. Love it. That's cool. Can't park there. Can't park that way up either. Yeah, madness. Anyway, while you're here, I can show you the different tracks. So, and the prices aren't bad at all. So Avus, I mean, that's a crazy one. Not the most interesting of tracks. There's a Norwegian track down here. Really like Slovakia Ring. I think I got that one on, or did I just get that? Yeah, I just got that on a time trial. Sepang, Norris Ring. Yeah, very cool stuff. If I just show you as well, I haven't looked at the leaderboard challenge at the moment. It's like 8 or 9. That's for any track you own. Sorry. And we want back competitions. So when you download the game for free, you can do any of these free-to-play time trial challenges. So you can try these different cars as well. The EMX5 doesn't come for free. The 944 is the one I was talking about. So I was doing that at Donington Park for a competition. And you win currency that you can spend on stuff, which again is just awesome. Yeah, there's a little unlock thing that I used for getting 500 in-game credits as well. Silhouette deal is like the short hatchbacks that race in the touring car, but the weird names, Cougar and Canhard. And then really what I bought the game for was the touring cars content. So these World Touring Car and the DTMs. But you've also got this cool slipstreamer here. Let's try a touring car championship car. Chevy Cruze. Looks like a cow. Pretty cool. No worries, Bad Rock. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, always. And just new Hockenheim, no old Hockenheim. But I've done a fair bit of racing on Hockenheim before. So I think maybe we just go down one. We'll stick to this setup. Oh, I haven't actually got very long. So yeah, we'll give this a quick try. Might be on in a little while on GT7. Just over an hour. Might go straight into the race actually, and just barrel into it. See if my racetrack memory is okay. I'm always starting at the back anyway. So car setup 540 is what I've got at the moment. Steering lock. I don't think I can do steering lock on my wheel. No. I thought angle and lock were similar things, to be honest. So I think this is a front wheel drive car. Yeah, several of the touring cars and several of the other types of car in the game really struggle to get away. Really slow in first. Well, that looks pretty nice with the sunset. Got a big stop coming up. Don't know if that counts as a murder or not. It's messy. We've got a hairpin at the end of this one. Let's see braking zone. like I needed first gear again there. James Thompson, former British Touring Car champion. Need first gear. Come on, use first. Been trained to ignore first gear unless we're at starts. But you really need it in this car, in this game. Understeer City. Whoa! Okay, sorry, Robert. Another British Touring Car driver. He wasn't the cleanest, if memory serves me correctly. Love the texture on the off-track moments as well. It's very cool. Like I've never known a sim that's quite like this. It's Gabriele Tarquini, multiple British, German, World Touring Car champion for Alfa Romeo. First gear, first gear. The other thing some of the non-race cars in Raceroom do is have cars that you can't upshift if you've got your foot pinned. So you have to lift off like you do in a road car. And they're doing that in AC Evo as well. So this easy right-hander you can do flat. This one though is a bit blind and you need to come down all the way to third, I think. doing anything too wrong, but they are still pulling away from me. So I do need to figure out the difficulty setting even more. There's no flag waving as well, which I would appreciate. Right, we're going to leave it there for today. Well, for now anyway. Very much appreciate you stopping by to watch, ask questions if you need to in the comments. But yeah, appreciate you as always. Catch you soon.